Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Oh.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator, hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here.
Huh?
Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Ah, そっか、あいつらがいんのか。
A famous private investigator summoned by
famous bird. いけなかったっけ？いけないんだったね。
Killer. Eh? I'm also no.
こんにちは。
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
No need to panic. I have to give you a pad down if you're coming this way, sir.
そうだった。我武器持ってんだ。いやー、武器捨てんのきちい。あと昼寝来るか。
It'll be over quick. Right, we're good. Keep moving, please.
危なし。
I need to do a quick routine check.
You burrow. Listen to me.
Boom.
It'll be over quick, sir. Just remain calm.
ダメなのに。
Thank you, sir. Please proceed.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my specialty.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good.
Half the job.
Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler.
Madam Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Do you care for some refreshments?
Sir.
Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you. So please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
遺体は生きてんの怖えよ。
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
本当だ、すげえリアル。マジ血管からシワまで毒死だ。
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Suicidal?
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case. and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants then? You like food?
お前に話聞くのに時間の無駄そうだな。
You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde... Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Pacing, for God's sake, Ella.
But why don't we get any kind of explanation?
Okay.
Would you mind taking a few steps away from me, please? But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Oh, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? The only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from...
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle. Yesterday evening.
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. she supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here.
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Rebecca Carla, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but... What the? Excellent.
Eh?
All units, shots fired, shots fired. We lost the target, damn it.
首折ってないから生きてるよ。
Do you have any idea of who we're looking for?
I never get how the rich live. All this fuss for a pretend funeral. And why not do a photo shoot?
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here. Emma would throw him out first chance she got.
バレるんだよね。さすがにあそこには戻れないか。じゃあワンチャンある。あいつだけ。
Phil, did you find out that the vote was notarized? How the hell did that happen? No? We all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me.
チェ。
Can't you just relax for a minute?
なんだよ、殺すとこなんだし。あれボスはどこにいんのあいつ。
Imagine the scandal if the firstborn son didn't pick up the torch.
I should probably. Right. Yeah. So.
Aha じゃねえんだよ。ひね。シュートしろ。あった。いや、銃を持ち合わせていないのだよ。
Just keep calm.
いいんだ。あ、最初来たよ。は？あの女どこにいるね。
Nah, you don't have the right clearance, mister. Please, don't waste my time.
ダメだ。
Sir, I'm afraid that this area is... I see you one more time, so help me.
マジかよ。めんどくせえ、こいつ。お前ちょろすぎ。
Yeah, Commander, there's some kind of commotion down here. Yeah, I'm having a look around. Nice. Please don't.
そもそも入った時点でアウトね、ここは。あのばあさん、あいつか。あ、無理ゲーか。いくらお前でも。あ、やっべ。ですよね。いやー、無理系じゃねえこれ。こいつで6枚いけるってこと、その6種が入れるはず。
To prevent something like that,
that?
Phone number 5085. No, I needed a meeting. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
Hi there. Is my shift over already?
If you only knew what we face, I wonder what you would do. Attack? Regroup? Close the gates and wait it out?
At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlisle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone.
お前が行くんかい、女よ。
Oh, good. Never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlisle legacy, what?
What's going on here? I saw you have.
That's Madame Carlisle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
調査ファイル？もう何時？終わるか。11時だ。寝なきゃ。最後暴れて寝るか。
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
That American lawyer in the the small office. Did you check his travel documents?
Everything's in order.
Oh my God! Please! I need help!
ドスリーアイフルドスリーアイフル
Where is he? The Joker's some kind of ghost. Man, do you copy? We got a suspect with a weapon. He's in a disguise, that son of a bitch.
どうぞペッどうするどうするめっちゃできるでもさガトリンがないからやれないんだよね。なんかお前何それ出てやるよ。めでたいやつだな。
Gase didn't even warn me, and now he doesn't return my calls. I just wish I was home. I love you too.
Hi there.
Bye.
Is my shift over already?
Yes, I'll take over from here.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
What?